Bob, one of the things, and it's funny because I'm reading very thoughtful emails. I'm not getting mean emails from people, very thoughtful.
Sure.
And people are trying to give me that 5% that I keep asking for. Because after the lie about the nanny zanny, after the lie about working at Universal, after the lie about the rich boyfriend, after the 31 days, no DNA on the duct tape, no cause of death, nothing to tie her to this. The timeline on the smell in the car was so bad for the prosecution because literally they're giving us people smelling it 5 days before a whole list of people that didn't smell it. And
Sean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what impressed me with Baez? On his closing. I've always been a belief, I do the civil side law, that a picture's worth 1,000 words. When he put those posters up there, and he had the people about who smelled and who didn't, and then he just took them off one at a time. And then you had 6 other photos of some law enforcement that said they didn't smell. And let me tell you what he did that I thought was interesting. Everybody was wondering, but why did he leave George Anthony's picture up there? Because he didn't want the jury to forget that George Anthony, whether it be true or not, was a player. It was a brilliant, tactical, demonstrative evidence. And if you look at the DA's closing, they didn't use a lot of demonstrative evidence. They brought out the blanket.
But Bob, the DA had the prosecutors had the last word. And after that brilliant, and they even got the benefit of having an entire night to respond to the close of Baez and the other attorney. And here's the point. You're right. They laid it out, and it was perfect. And then they went up there the next day and said, "We don't need posters." Like,
Sean,
you do.
May I say one more thing real quick? I thought it took a lot of guts. I've tried civil cases. It took a lot of guts, knowing the judge was going to come down on him, Baez to say that guy, and that laughing guy over there. That was a great to be. I'm going to tell you why. Because now you got 12 people sitting in a jury box, and they see a smirk on this DA's face. And, sometimes people think, hey, buddy, don't take us for granted. Get that smirk off your face.
But he also did it very cleverly, I think, in case they needed an appeal. In all likelihood, a judge wouldn't be watching the tape. He needed that on the record, which was brilliant.
Absolutely.
Look, I still think we may find out one day she's responsible, and that would be heartbreaking. But I think our rule of law and our Constitution and that integrity, I keep saying this, is far more important, even if we get it wrong occasionally. Guys, good to see you.
That's right.